Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
We did it!
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That is the exact word. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, DTL Crew. And a big thank you to the DTL Crew. People came out en masse yesterday for our first official co-stream with Santa Anita Park on their X feed and on their YouTube channels. I am Frank Scattoni, and I am joined by
Kieran Thornton. Yes, thank you very much, guys. We blew everyone else out of the water with the live show there yesterday. We show them how it's done. People want live wagering. That's where the market is. That's what we thought long ago, Frank.
What's the tagline for this Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus?
Greatest show on earth.
Greatest show on earth. You're watching it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. This sequence, Kieran, I thought was very, very chalky on the surface, but at the same time, chalks aren't so reliable where I felt super confident. So I tried to be clever in a couple of different spots. I don't know if you feel the same way. Talk about the sequence in general first before we actually dive in and look at it in a little more detail. And are you alive in the all-turf?
I am alive in the all-turf, and I thought the way you thought when I first made my pass through. I was like, oh, this is going to be very chalky. But then I was like, well, this chalk hasn't raced since last year. And then I was like, well, this chalk is like, and then I was like, this race,
Right, you're like, it looks so good on paper, but you can start poking holes, right? The more you look, the more.
I'm only going too deep in the first leg, but my notes when I first handicapped it, even though I thought there was a solid chalk, was horrible race was what I put down.
in the first leg here.
But I felt like I couldn't spread too much because I thought I needed the spread in the last leg too. But then you could also land on a chalk in the last leg. So it was one of those, if it does not chalk out, today will pay well. But if it does, then yeesh.
Well, that's funny because we actually have the same alternate in this first leg. We'll show larger versions of our picks so you guys can actually take a screenshot. But for now, while we're just talking in general, I want to put this up on the bottom here. Kieran, so to start the first leg, you're 2-5. And then look at me, 2-5.
I mean, I thought at first blush the 2 was, pretty dominant, and I was trying to find someone else in here. But then I was like, well, it is JJ for Sadler. They gelded the horse. The speed numbers are great. And then I went, didn't race since 2024, and then they're risking for $25K. But it's one of those things that they're risking for $25K. It's placed to win too. Sadler, he places these horses to win, but there was enough question marks where I kind of had to hedge a little, not in my pick 3, but I figured, I can take a swing just on one caveman ticket, and if it blows up, I got the double in the next race.
I thought it was a very strange race because there are a lot of horses in here that didn't belong. I wanted to find someone who I felt confident enough in at a decent price to beat the 2, and I could basically eliminated half the field right off the bat. We both have the 5. Well, first of all, let me say my original. I had 3 A's in this race, and the 4 was one of them. The 4 is scratch, so we don't need to talk about that. But the 5, I had 2, 4, 5 were my A's. We both came up with a 5. I assume for the same reason. This horse should be flying late. Best closer in the race, I would think, right?
Yep. Second start with the trainer. Sherman's stats are off the page when he does that. Yep. I mean, there was a lot of reasons to like. I mean, if the 2 had raced recently and not off a year break, it would have been one of those things where I was like, I'm doing a $9 pick 3, keying that horse. Too many questions, big drop. Well, not really a big. I guess it was 32. I guess there's lots of arguments. The only thing is Sadler, one of his horrendous stats is second start with the trainer. But I mean, it is a year off the break, but his second start is 3%. But I guess we can't really look at that because it really is a horse off the bench, and that's where he really excels, as we know. And when he puts horses into races like this to be claimed, you know, he claims a lot. We joke a lot of times when who's going to claim a 50 or 75K horse? Sadler's usually one of them.
This guy.
And he's also one of those guys who places them perfectly too. So, I mean,
the scary thing is though, Sadler claimed for a 50 out of the maiden, runs for 32. The horse is a void claim and then disappears for more than a year. This horse last raced August 2024. Now, Sadler could have brought this horse back as a waiver claim, you know, maybe protected the horse, got one under the belt, you know, got a race under the belt before stepping forward. So that tells me that this horse is ready. Drops the horse, like you said, in class, should fire off the bench and brings the horse back gelded. So
I mean, JJ sticks around and JJ sticks on the mount. And JJ's surprisingly only had 4 rides for Sadler in the last 60 days, 2 wins. And essentially he either wins or the horse is last on his 4 mounts.
Yeah, it's also the running style has been perfectly suited for this course, right? Should be forwardly placed, but there's no glory picking a 3-2 shot.
I mean, we've seen many of these sure chalks go down in the first leg of the pick 3, and ones that were better on paper than this one.
Yeah, so I had originally had a 9 as a B because, like I said, I had the 4 as another A to try to use a couple of horses in here if Tribal doesn't fire. So I ended up upgrading the 9, who I originally had as a B. I now made as an A. I'm going to share my screenshot of my plays first, Kieran, if that's okay.
Yes, because I'm going to look because I actually might pivot on a different bet because I was noticing something I saw earlier, and I might actually add a horse to my bet.
All right, well, you look at that, and then because I want to talk, you know, we joke that like this is the greatest gambling show on earth, but it's kind of true because in addition to just firing away and playing our bets, we also talk strategy and ticket construction. And you know, the day I walk into the racetrack and think I know everything is the day I should quit the game because I'm going to get buried. We learn something new every time, Kieran, right?
Many times you might have a horse kind of as a C, and I might have a horse as an A, and we would go, that might be enough to nudge us into using a horse or not using a horse, which is the beauty of it. You know, you get a little bit more information on it. Or
putting it on the community ticket or figuring out a way to use that horse because maybe you saw something that I didn't or vice versa. So if you look, I have a ticket. I basically try to do my, you know, A with A with A with B with A. I try to mix and match my A's and B's. And if you go to the Santa Anita website on the expert page, you can read my horse-by-horse analysis for the all-turf pick 3 and the late pick 3, and I do my matrix. So you can see my letter grades, you can see where they are in the matrix, and construct your tickets accordingly. So that's kind of what I did here. I have a main ticket with the 2-5 to the spread to a single in the last. I hope that's one of your horses. We'll get to that. Then I have the 3 horses here, 2-5-9 to a single in the next to a little spready in the last. Then I came back with 2 more tickets, single the 2, because I want a little more coverage if the 2 wins. And I also want to have the chalkier combinations a couple of extra times, because if there's 2 wins, everybody's ticket is alive. So that's kind of my general strategy. If you're going to take a screenshot of this, you'll have it. And I can put it back up. And now I want to talk about Kieran's general strategy. So Kieran, I'm going to remove this. Are you ready to share your screen, or you're still looking at your info?
No, I'm sharing my screen right now.
All right, let me get rid of that. So this is the beauty of the show. Like, we're talking gambling strategy in real time. First we talk macro, and then we'll get down to the nitty gritty and look at the tote and try to find some more information. But what do you got for us, Kieran?
I mean, like you said, I mean, I really wanted to be a little tighter in some of the other legs, but I thought with the double I could come back and fix that if I did. And
that's true. Talk about that for a second, because that's a key part of the show.
I mean, I can see what the will pays are. You know, I not that my ticket is cheap here. I'm spending $144. I tried hard to drop that down, but I couldn't I didn't feel strong enough to single with the 2, and I didn't feel like I thought I needed more coverage in the next leg. And the
Kieran's
5.
a caveman, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't have the brain capacity to carve out different tickets with his different selections.
Well,
He goes, me caveman, me swing.
The different tickets are down here because one of the things was the 5. I wanted to see what the money is going to be in and out of the 5 if I'm going to use it. I didn't like it at all, but it was one of those things, well, maybe I might have to pivot, so I threw it in my caveman. And I thought the last race could, we could see chalk come in or just some crazy stuff happening.
I could use 6 horses there and still not feel confident, which is why when I feel that way, I tend to pick a horse and plant my flag, which is why on some of my tickets I singled. But what Kieran was referring to is that we like to use the late pick 3 and the double conjointly, right? We view them as basically one pool of wagers, because Correct. What we do in the pick 3 and the way we structure our tickets will determine how we end up playing the late double. So for instance, there might be a situation where I want to use more tickets on my pick 3, more horses on my pick 3, but I don't want to invest that much money because I know I could come back in the double and use those horses to the horses I really like, and depending on which leg I'm talking about. So we kind of use them to play off each other, I guess, and a lot will determine on what happens in this race. And like I said, if the 2 wins, 3-2, everyone's going to have. We'll get into we'll start looking at the tote and the numbers because 10 minutes. But let me just welcome our loyal DTL crew, Scurvy Tooth. Ah man, you're a warrior. Thank you for joining us. RDW racing downwind. Here's his place, singling the 2, 4, 5, and to your point, Kieran, look, he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep in the last.
The one thing that has me a little hesitant with me using the 5 was the jockey switch
in this leg.
Yeah, 6 Magpies. Yeah. Tiago hopped off, and we get Aguilar, but Tiago ended up moving over to the 7, and the Aguirre horse. So I was trying.
Yeah, that freaked me out a little bit. What did you think of the 7? I didn't see it.
I mean, he won last out at least. I mean, at least the horse has a win. Not here. I mean, it was down at Del Mar.
On the dirt for 20,000.
Yeah, it was one of those. But I was like, well, Tiago moved over there. Why? Versus riding through on this one that he's been holding the hope for.
I thought the same thing. Same thing as you. I was like, ugh. Would rather see Pereira stick around, and then he goes to the horse that I don't like. That scares me a little bit because nobody rides price horses like Tiago.
It might also be a trainer decision. Sherman owns the horse too, which we like to see on these.
Okay, there you go.
That's so they're not. I mean, they're putting it right back where they claimed the horse. So I think.
All right, real quick. Good evening, gents. Froggy Mushroom. One more time. Golf Pro triplets. JJ's rides are all garbage today. Okay, then you don't have to ride him the rest of the way if you don't want. One thing, O'Neill started the card with 3 winners. Keep an eye on that. He's got a couple of horses in the nightcap. Kieran, let's look at the pools. Let's see what's going on in the will pays.
Yep.
Let's look at the tote. Let's see where the money's at. 3-2 on the 2 horse. How big of a favorite was that horse in the will pays? Wow, pretty massive.
Yeah.
The double, $23. The next choice in the double will pay is the 5 at $65, and then the 9 at $70. All very logical, but based on this, man, I mean, the 2 can't lose.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had some of these starting to pick 3 horses that looked better on paper, and they went down in flames. So that was my hesitation on just firing away and going singling here, but I couldn't argue against it. I think I'm trying to force myself to find another horse in here, and it might be one of these things where I should have just went, you know what? If I get knocked out on this one, so be it. I'll come back in the double. It's probably what I should have done.
No, actually, you know what? That's one way to play it. You could just play a small ticket using a couple of horses and not the favorite here to try to hit a home run and not spend a lot of money. And like you said, Kieran, if you whiff, maybe you lose $24, but if you hit, I mean, you're going to be alive for an exponentially greater payoff with
Correct.
That favorite off your ticket.
Yep.
But you know, what would be the point of the show if we weren't alive going into the last race, right? I mean,
Yeah. All, so we can make sure we're alive.
hey, we got a little desperate there. A little bit of a losing streak where we actually considered that. That was
And then we
Kieran's
ended up
fun
going,
time.
now the ticket cost too much, and that was the horse that won, was the one that we tossed. So yeah, that's how it is. That's
All
horse
right,
racing.
so let's keep looking at the board. Tribal 6-5, second choice between the 5 and the 9. Logicals both 7-2. How about doubles going forward? Let's see if there's any sneaky money in that pool. Current combo is the 2 in this leg to the 6 in the next. $10. Is that Lolo Le Plume?
Oh, some of the pays.
That race is so. I'll tell you right now, and I said this on the show. I think it was yesterday. If you have a lot of money and don't care about your all this disposable income, buy a bunch of fillies and mares who are eligible for the allowance condition.
Oh, yes.
This only 6 horses, and these really aren't allowance horses. These are like starter horses running for big purse money. So that would be my approach if I were, a wealthy individual who wouldn't mind losing, a couple of $1 million a year. But
so it looks like the 6 is paying $10, Frank, and
Yeah.
the 5 is paying 12. So that's the Baffert horse that KK's right. And we actually tossed the Baffert yesterday.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, you did. I used both of them.
But it might come back and bite me today. But I was like, yeah. But I think the way I reasoned it, and it looks like the reason might be correct, that if it did win, it's going to chalk out and not pay more or pay enough. So I'm okay.
Well, let me see what you're talking about here, because I want to. We could talk briefly about the next leg. I want to put your ticket up though. There it is. 4625. But you are using the FISA. You're using the 5.
Well, I mean, on the pick 3, but then if you look at my double bet, I said, watch what the 5 is paying, if I'm going to actually use it in a double, but at least I have it on my, my caveman in and out of the race. I'm not sure I may use it, next leg in the double, especially if we're alive out of this one.
Okay, and then, yeah, like you said, you're really spready in that last race.
And then even the next,
really
I thought it was a toss between the Scary Fast Ride, the number 4 in the next leg, and 6, the Rispoli horse for Hess that lost by a head. But the one that was interesting was the Glad horse, and we can't toss Glad horses right now, and that's the number 2 Time to Shine. A bunch of dirt races, and they're going, or a bunch of turf races, and they go back to dirt, and most people would just like toss it, but the only win this horse had was in June on dirt at Santa Anita, so it's not out of the question,
The only way I have that horse though, I have the 1 and the 2 is if I have a ticket with all. If the 2 wins this leg, I really don't like that next race. They're unreliable. That condition often produces high prices. From my experience, you might have some stats that tell you differently. But let's see who everybody else likes. John Alwell likes the 4 in the next race. Who's that?
Scary Fast
Ride. My top pick in that race. Who is your top pick in that race, Kieran?
It was kind of a toss between the 4 and the 6. I ended up giving the 4.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I like the blinkers off move. The horse stretched out last time for the first time. Talking about Scary Fast Ride, almost took them all the way. Got overrun late, but now freshened up. Again, like I said, the blinkers come off. It's a 6-horse field. I could see Bays putting this horse in a good forward position and, never looking back. Stephen D., welcome again. Good afternoon, DTL Crew. Let's make some stacks. That's how we do. And, yeah, John, Jaramillo and O'Neill had a heck of an early part of the card. O'Neill won the first 3 races. So, you got to pay attention to him. And it's good to see Jaramillo get off the schneid. He was the jockey who claimed foul yesterday. Remember, you were complaining.
Oh yes, yeah.
And he didn't get. The stewards were like, "Beat it, kid. Go back to Florida."
He should have actually gotten the ride. That would have been a nice pick 5 for me. But that's how it goes.
So, Kieran, just do me a favor as they go to the gate. Can you share your play again on the screen, so in case people want to see it again? And while you're doing that, I'll just put mine at the bottom so they can see both. So this is how we're playing the start of the the late pick 3. Tribal is even money. That's the 2 horse coming off an August 2024 layoff. Man, if I missed, well, back in the day when I was exercising a lot, if I missed a week at the gym, it would take me like 5 weeks just to get back. This horse is coming off a huge layoff. So there's Kieran's low takeout pick 3. There's mine at the bottom.
I will say, Frank, in the last leg, I thought if you were forced, and it is the one that I made my top pick, the number 1, Cypress Moon, on my note, it's Rispoli for Papa. And I just said, if Rispoli can somehow ration some of the early speed of that horse, the race will be over. Like he will.
I don't know. I thought there was a lot of speed in that race, but they're at the gate. They're ready to. They're going to break in a second. Good luck to everyone. I think a lot of people are singling the 2 here. If it's not the 2, it has to be the 5 or the 9. I really can't see anybody else winning. The 7's taking some money here.
I just did a small bet 7 with 2 just because I talked about it earlier.
Right, that's the Pereira horse. Now that's the one that scares me.
Yeah, that's.
So what did you do? You did a pick 3 single to 7.
Yeah, just single, just a little small $24 7 with 2-4 with 1-4-5-7 24.
I think that's smart because I
talked about it, and I discounted it earlier. And when we got on here, I was like, my 5, I don't know. Tiago hopped off, blah 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 blah.
They're off.
KK's riding very well.
And JJ is not, as one of our.
No, but
how does he lose with that horse?
He made all like Frank said, carved all the fractions and then did all the heavy lifting for everyone else to come swooping in.
No, but that's a bummer because I only have that horse on 1 ticket.
At least you're live out of it.
Yeah, that'll give me options and whatnot, which is fine. But would it have killed me? I was 259. Would it, in that first one, I could have just did 259 instead of being single to the 4. But what it could have, should have. What does that get you, Kieran?
Nothing.
If your aunt had stones, she'd be your uncle.
Yeah, we can't say that anymore. It's not politically correct.
Oh yes, we can. Look, we're yellow today. This is the all ages show.
Yeah, my dad's saying used to be, when I was saying, if I just done that horse, and his response always to me, well, if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle, and that was.
Oh, yeah. You say that on the show because it's not a.
And he would say, "Go buy another beer for yourself."
Oh my goodness, Jose Valdez, welcome, my friend, back now. Disappeared for a while. Ah man, well I hope we get you back on the winning foot here in this late double, Jose. Thank you for coming back and joining us. You are welcome anytime. It looks like he had started off with the 2-7.
Yeah, I mean. Like I said, we even talked about it. At least you kind of have a piece of that one. I looked and looked and looked, and now in retrospect and going forward, I'm going to upgrade, some of these jockeys. We've talked about it. They go on hot streaks, they go on cold streaks, and Kimura is riding fantastic on everything, dirt and turf. So next time I'll be sure to upgrade. And I think he ended up getting some late money, 7-2, dropped a little, right?
Yeah, Kieran, you make a good point. We've talked about this on the show before. You want to spot the trend before it's a trend, right? You're saying, we're only a couple of days into the meet, and you're like, I like what I see from KK, so I'm going to take an extra look at his horses going forward.
And Glatt, Glatt, who was ice
same
cold.
Thing, yeah.
We got to take a close look at him. Some of the jockeys who've not won yet, like Frey, has been riding very, very well. So there was a time where we just totally tossed his horse, and now it's like, you know what? I got to use his horse.
Well, Golf Pro Triplets agrees with you. JJ has lost it, and KK is now miles better than JJ. I have a feeling I might know who this person is, but I'm gonna keep it masked like a lucha libre and see if I can figure it out. But Golf Pro Triplets, thank you for joining us. Appreciate your opinion. We're on the same page.
For some reason, I can't get my chair to the correct height, but you saw when I was texting you last night, it's kind of funny because on our logo, I'm the tall one, but on the live shows, I'm always the short one on the screen.
Yeah, can we switch the chunky one to the skinny one? Can we reverse those too? Then it would be perfect. It'd be like Bizarro World Double Trouble.
Well, onward we go.
That's it. What are you going to do? I mean, I guess what you could have done was just not played the favorite there,
Yeah, I mean.
And pass it or single the favorite. Oh, no, pass it or try to beat the favorite because you're going to be able to come back into late double. But here's the thing, Kieran. What do we say? When a chalk like that goes down in the first leg?
Everyone's going to pile into the double now, which is great. You know what I mean? We'll get even better pays, even with a chalk, just because of what happened.
Oh, look at Andrew. Oh, our crew's going to get into a little argument here. I like it. Can't blame JJ for that last ride. He did everything right. Just found one better. Wow. I don't know, Andrew. I mean, slow fractions on the front end with the best horse in the race on a course that has been playing kind to speed.
I think we
got down. He got outridden, man.
When I looked at that race, Frank, I thought for a second, I was like, oh, when they go into the turn, he's going to be like 15 lengths ahead. He's just going to extend. But I mean, the horse
I expected him to rip it open. You got to rip it open, man. Rip it open. Let him come get you.
The horse had nothing. And someone claimed that horse and they're going, dang it.
Yeah, they're like, void claim, void claim,
yeah,
void claim, please, void claim. Here's $300, man. Void claim, void claim.
I know, but what'll probably end up happening for $25K.
We're joking, by the way. This is a satire show, by the way.
What'll probably end up happening, Frank, for $25K and what you said about bringing horses out, there'll probably be like a dozen names in the hat for that horse. I know it sounds crazy, but the way that.
Well, yeah, they gelded the horse. I mean, like Andrew said, the horse didn't run, it was a little short. The horse was coming off a long layoff, right? Got a little tired. But you're supposed to win that race.
Right. Well,
now
it's time to make money. So the early money came in on the 4 and the 5, and the will pays, Frank. So the favorite into here is the 6 at $31, and we're sitting at 7-2 morning line. Second choice is the 4. And then third choice.
I need the 4.
And the third choice is the 5, the Baffert one. KK double.
5 opens up at 3-2, Kieran.
Huh? Yeah, down to 3-2 now. Nafisi. Yep.
But third choice in the will pays?
Third choice on the double will pay, and on the third choice on the second choice on the pick 3. Pick 3, 6 is paying $119, 5 is paying $135. 4 is paying $148, and my 2 is not even getting any. The Glad horse is getting no love at all.
Wait, read your pick 3s again because I have different numbers here.
What do you mean? I wasn't reading.
The will pays in the pick 3. The 4 is paying $296.
Pick 3. The 4 is paying $148. You're doing yours for. Mine's showing $1 on.
Oh yeah, mine show $2.
Yes.
This industry cannot get out of my God. $1 here, $2 there. Like, can we have some consistency across the board? I have always said will pays should be the lowest denomination of the bet.
Correct.
So we can just go times 4 instead of dividing.
The square root of this bet,
man.
and then my age, and divided by the month. Okay, that's what it is.
Right. I do not want to have to take out a calculator, man. But yeah, that's funny. And sometimes you'll look at will pays from, depending on what site you're on, and won't even tell you if it's $2 or $1. And you got like, well, I don't know, what is it? I got to figure this out myself.
Here, check this, Frank, out. So we always do something at the end of the shows. Check out John's thing. It's all about the low takeout and the higher price doubles make a difference.
Yes, they do.
That's why, we just focus on these bets.
The higher minimums and the low takeouts, right? That's what it's all about. All right, let me mute Frank here because they got the replay going. Let's look at, Nafisa, third.
Yeah.
Is she going to go favorite here? What do you think?
I'm thinking
not based on the probables.
I'm thinking she's going to go favored like back in the day. You know how people used to hammer the second leg of a double when a jockey won, especially if it was a Baffert horse, you know, and the same jockey on it. So that might be some of the money. I'm trying to for what's going on.
It's weird because the double odds on optics, right? Lolo LaPlume, 2.45. Scary Fast Ride, 2.92. Nafisa, 3.41. The imputed odds on Nafisa, third choice. She's getting whacked. She's 8-5 right now.
And looking over at Racelands had Nafisa being 6-1. Lole LaPlume, the number 6, being 8-5. And actually it had my horse that I really like here, the Glad Horse, Time to Shine, at 6-1.
And the horse is dead on the board and dead in the pools, right?
Yep, very dead across all the everything. You know, especially what you would think it would get a little bit of money just with Glatt heating up, but nothing so far unless it comes in late.
Yeah, well, I mean that's to my point. Like I said, you know, this is an entry level allowance condition, but these are not entry level allowance horses. I mean, if this horse is coming out, it couldn't win starter races. How to win a maiden optional claimer restricted to break the maiden. And this horse has a chance. That's my point. Like this division is so weak.
The horse has had 8 career races, Frank. 7 of them on turf.
Yeah.
1 dirt race here at Santa Anita and 1.
It's a win. But I mean, it was a bunch of tomato cans, but still, it was a win. And this field is not measurably tougher. I mean, how many times has Lowell Plume been at this condition?
And then Glatt stats going turf to dirt. 23% win, 60% in the money for a profit. And what's one of the things we got to talk about? When you look at these stats,
that's not easy to do.
But it's a positive ROI on that move. That's really what, you know, they win all this time, but you losing money when they actually do it.
Right. If you bet blindly $2, you're going to lose your money. So you want to see that ROI above $2. Happy Friday, Chris Babcock. Same to you, man. Have a great NFL playoff season and all your other sporting endeavors. Fellow degenerates.
What's your drink?
1-2-5-9.
What's your drink of the day, Frank? What are you drinking?
Kieran hates it when I try to give other people's plays out. He always cuts me off. I'm going to cut you off. Chris Babcock, 5 with the 1-2-5-9 daily double. I like it. We'll talk about that last race in a second. Right now, Kieran, I'm just drinking a little afternoon beer. I got it in my nice little Stone Brewery, my Illuminati cup, my Stone Brewery Illuminati glass there. I might have to go to bourbon depending on how this leg goes.
Well,
thank you, Chris, for sharing your plays. Everybody else, tell us about your double plays. I'm going to have to come up with one, but Kieran already did, so I'm going to put his up first.
Well, Frank,
I think about what I want to do.
You know the saying, beer before liquor, all the more sicker. So you better be careful when you go to bourbon.
I'm 54 years old. You don't think I know how to handle my liquor by now?
No comment. Although I guess I was the one picking up the
fake undies. I was just gonna say that. The last time Me, Terry, Karen, and Shannon went out together. We tied it on a little bit. We had a great time. We're watching a band. I owe Kieran like a couple of $100 or something because he spotted me a couple of bets or whatever. I didn't want to go to the ATM. So we're out that night. We're at the Kraken, where Terry and I first met.
And he gives me $100. I'm like, you can give it to me later. He's like, no, here's the $100. Anyway,
the band was throwing out counterfeit Hundies at the end of the show. And I picked him up and gave him to Kieran, and he didn't remember. He woke up the next morning. He was like, dude, I just looked at the money you gave me. I'm like, what? Was I short? He goes, no, it's counterfeit. I go, what? You didn't remember the band throwing the money out.
No, you know how I found that out? When I tried to put it in the slot machine and I spat it out. I was like, this 100 looks a little funny, and I put it in. I was like, maybe it was in the wash or something.
No wonder your black card privileges were revoked at Saquon. They thought you were trying to punk them. Good story. All right, Karen, talk us through this late double here, and let us know if you're going to change anything based on the result of that first leg.
I'm just looking to see, like, my plan was, what is the 5 paying into the horses I like in the next race? So I'm going to look right now. So the 5 into the 1 is paying, the 5 into everything. The lowest pay is number 5 in the next leg. So as a backup bet, the 5 into the horses I like is not horrible. Not as low as I would think it would be. So I don't know if it's as... it also might be telling us that the last leg is really, we were smart in spreading like we did.
Well, you spread, I didn't. So I actually want to look and see those doubles because I'm going to need some help here. So right now, I'm alive to the 4. My pick 3 is alive to the 4, and I think just the 9. Let me see. Where is it again? I need multiple screens here, man. So 9. No, I'm 927 in the last. So I'm good. I'm good with those.
And you need which one, the 4 here?
Yes. So I need to look. My order of preference in this race was 4, 3, 6, 5. So I need to look at combinations with the 3, 5, 6 to the 2, 9, 7. You want to give me some help there? Some double probables? 3, 3, 2.
3, 2 is paying. All right. Probables 3 into 2 is paying 432.
Nice. 3, 9.
3 into the 9 is 329.
3, 7.
3, 7, 436.
Okay. 5, 2.
111.
5, 9.
70.
5, 7.
169.
Yeah, sorry I'm out of order. I just wrote it down weird. 6, 2.
143.
43. 6, 9.
78.
And 6, 7.
6, 7. That's the one that's going to win. 6, 7 is 155, Frank. You have to. So you've got 6, 7. So we got to do a 6, 7 double so we can do a short video and get.
There you go. 6, 7. Community DTL ticket, Kieran. Get it done.
$10 double. 6 with 7. So the 3 in here. Why do you like the 3 here, Frank? Because I did not look at that at all on my bets. What are you looking at here? Deep Blue? The Dan Blacker horse?
Yeah, I know that was a restricted maiden optional claimer. I made fun of your Glad horse for breaking the maiden at that condition, but that was that horse's first start. So anytime a horse wins on debut, the horse has to have some ability, right?
Well, I'm definitely going to do double because I missed something here, and I love looking at the ownership groups. That's Brian Malarkey's stable is a part owner in that one. I always like betting his horses here in Southern California.
Oh, that's the chef.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's not why I picked the horse, but I thought the stretch out would really help this horse. First try against winners last time. I'll just throw it out. Gets back to Santa Anita where the horse broke the maiden. And like I said, Karen, this is not a proper allowance race. I'm not scared of anybody in here. So we don't know if Deep Blue's any good going 2 turns, but I'll pay to find out against this group. We know that they're proven losers at the level or at the distance. So I figured why not take a flyer on a question mark.
Yeah, we saw what happened in the last. KK is riding great, and he is 2 of 6 for Baffert, but It's really
Yeah, I
gonna.
mean, I don't know. I mean, that horse could win, but 9-5, I don't know. I mean, I'll use the horse in the doubles. I'm riding my doubles out right now. So I need to do 3 with 2, 7, 9, and then 10.
So actually, we didn't really talk about the last leg, Frank. I'm just going to run while you're doing that. I'm going to run through.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to run through the notes that I wrote for the next race. So race 10, Cypress Moon, Rispoli for Papa. They're winning 29%. I mentioned it earlier. I thought if Rispoli, this horse is like a rocket to start the race and then fade. So I thought if somehow Rispoli can ration some of the speed, I thought the one would dominate the horses in the next leg. And then
let me look real quick about that horse.
My long shot in the next race is the number 4, Tam's Little Angel with DeMoro. One last out at this distance after just missing, going shorter. Bullet Works, trainer stats I thought were good. And then the number 5, Loving on the Run.
Wait, can we go back to Tam's Little Angel, Kieran? Because I agree with you. Like, it's a long shot on the morning line, but this horse just won at 5-2 under the same exact circumstance.
Yes.
How the hell is this horse going to be 10-1 today?
I don't get it. And
okay, you're with me, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the trainer, Palma is off the charts when he has winner last race. 22% for a profit, as we've talked about. You know, like
right.
he wins. His horses are live for a little bit. You know what I mean? That's what you want to see when a horse wins and come back and win again. I mean, the August
is that horse taking any money in the doubles? Like, let's see who's taking money in the next leg.
Let's see.
If you can do that while I put up my double play.
So the 5 to the 4 is paying 167. He's not really getting played at all, Frank.
Who's the favorite in the double from Nafisa? 5. Who's the favorite 5 going forward in the next leg?
5 is the favorite in the next race, which is Loving on the Run.
Oh, O'Neill.
Yeah, and that was that Jarrah's riding after it. I mean, my one issue with that one, Frank, and I'm going to talk about it, is Edwin's O'Neill's main dude most of the time. Edwin won on that O'Neill horse.
Ends up on the other.
I thought, and that's like when there's 2 Baffords and JJ hops to the other one.
I like the other one better here, actually.
I actually like the other one better. And I went, Special Flower, the number 7, is where Edwin stays, and they're moving up in class. And I said, you've got to use both O'Neills, but I give the edge to the number 7 just because of that.
I agree.
Number 8.
I'm still going to try to beat. I'm going to try to beat the Lovin' on the Run horse because I thought it was
I agree.
A suspect drop, man. This horse just won by 9 lengths for 40,000.
Yes.
And now you like come, someone take me, right? Let's drop him to 25 off a 9-length win. Somebody please buy me.
One, you need to actually take a good look. Did you use Big Mama Sue, the number 8?
No.
That's that UK.
Did you close the 2-turn horse that comes from the clouds?
Yeah. I did not. Lost by a neck under the Sormo, and I thought it had
going 8 miles?
A mile and an eighth. This is 6
And how far back is the horse?
Maybe the horse will be closer. Who knows? I mean, you're getting the price.
Why would the horse be closer?
I will say, though, I see why you ended up going on the 9. The 9 was the last one I had in that race. You know, KK for Glatt. They have a huge ROI, Frank. Like 71% in the money. They've won 3 of 7 for a big profit. Like when KK hops on for Glatt. So we probably have people who are doing one of those, you know, KK doubles, and they probably have a KK pick 3 going, you know?
Do you think that O'Neill with Jaramillo horse in the last is favored in the double right now just because of what they did earlier on the card? Or you think that's legit money?
I would have to, I mean, this jockey's good and we've been cheering about him, but I think Edwin had the choice of where he was staying, and he stayed on Special Flower. But I mean, there might be other stuff going on behind the scenes, but that's usually what my inclination is. You know, like they give the nod to their dude. You know.
So you think that's people jumping on the bandwagon as opposed to like real smart money? I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking what your opinion is. I don't know the answer.
I ended up giving 7 the upgrade, but I said you had to use both because who knows? Because they both fit pretty well. But I said in my notes you got to use both.
Well, Kieran, can you put up your double? I'm going to hide mine. Let's put up your double play so we can talk about that. I put mine up just real quick. Here's my double, and we got to do a community.
Yes.
The reason I did the double because I'm alive. I'm leveraged pretty good to the 9 with the 4, the 279 with the 4. So I came back and used the other horses I liked in this leg that I don't have in the pick 3 to the horses I like in the last. So that's the theory behind that wager, with 9 being my top choice. I didn't list them in preference, but here you go. So walk us through this. And I know you're sticking to this.
I'm going to stick to it, yes, because I think the pays are pretty decent. I've got some nice spreadage in the next leg, and I've got, as I said, the 2 here. 4, 6 were my top choices, which is why I'm pressed a little bit more. And I talked about how in the last leg I thought Cypress Moon, if it's and that's why I ended up making that the bigger one. But I figured the pays would be good enough, and that's why I'm coming back 4, 6 with the other ones. Without even looking, I know they're paying pretty decent. I mean, if I look now, how many minutes do we have? We got 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Well, what are we doing?
What is the lowest pay with the 1? Who do I have?
$5 double, 4 with the 1 is paying 134, 6 with the 1 is 132. So I'm happy with that because I'll have it 3 times. And then my 4 with the 4 is 161. 7 is, the pays are all pretty healthy. So
with the 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming back and doing a saver. This is why we do the show. As much guff as I give Kieran, I do respect his handicapping opinion. And I kind of wanted to beat the 1. I thought somebody would run the horse down. Always gets caught. But the more I look, the less speed there is in the race after you talked about it. So here's my saver, Kieran. That's a hat tip to you. I'm going to use your 1 in the next with my horses here.
Okay.
Real quick, you want to try and get a community bet in if we have time?
Yeah, we were going to do a $10 double, 6, 7, but I'm going to add the 1 as well. So we're going to go 6 with 7, 1, just to throw it in there. $20. Now, do you want anything else? Who do you think we should use in this race? Do we just do 1? Do you have the 5 at all?
Yeah, but I don't want.
We don't want them.
Yeah, we don't want them.
So you think we should use the 3, and I'm going to say we use the 2. Who do we use in the next leg?
Next leg. My sneaky one in there is the 2, but the 9 is my top pick.
Well, why don't we do 2, 3 in this leg and 1, 9 in the next? And they're paying so much, we can just do $5. We're spending $40, and we're looking at more stacks than throwing away more money. What do you think?
Yeah, because that's our strong opinion. We each have a strong opinion in that last race. So, all right, hold on. You'll put a DTL Crew. Oh, what are the numbers?
We're doing 2, 3 with 1, 9 for $5. And then we have our stupid social media one. No, the greatest social media we're doing. Is this how I do it? 6, 7?
That's it. I don't know. You're the one with kids. I don't even know what that means.
So then we're doing 6 with 7, 1 in the next.
Oh, we're doing another one?
6 in this race with 7. I added the 1 as well, just because we talked about it. So we got 6, 7, but we got 6 with 1 as well. We're spending $40 today. We're going cheap.
7. I think that's wise. So 2, 10. I think I might have the math wrong here. Let me just put it up real quick. I might have missed one of the horses you mentioned. I thought you said $5 double. Come on. Hold on. Stand by. Add banner. What the heck? Save. Add banner. You said 2, 3 with 1, 9 for 5, right?
Correct.
And then a $5 double 6 with 1, 7?
Yes.
4 times
Oh,
5
right.
is 20.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, $30 we spent on our community one.
I think that's what it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, and if we're correct, the pays are great for $5, which is what
Oh,
we're
they're
trying.
off. They're off. They're off. Ah. God, we talk a lot, huh?
Yes,
Good
we
luck,
do.
everyone. Mm-mm.
Well, at least my long shot was better than yours, Frank.
Right.
You
That's
know-
like,
And you know what that gets us?
Yeah.
A free cup of coffee.
that's like my STDs is lesser than yours. I mean, come on, it's like the necessary evils. I am alive in the double though. I did a $10 backup double, 5-6 with 279. Kieran, what did we say? We said like this sequence could be like chalk that you would not want to play.
Correct.
But that, I mean, the chalk did lose in the previous leg, but I mean, I don't know. I couldn't have done that, but let's see.
Let's see. So 5 with 14579. Let's see if it ended up what it dropped. 5 with 1.
I mean, the horse was Lola LaPlume went favored, and then I have Nafisa was 2-1.
I mean, if I was able to get that chalk home in the first leg, I'd be alive in my pick 3. But
I know, isn't that crazy? Right? You can't get
the one you throw in,
an odds-on horse home.
yeah.
I think Andrew's testing us here. Analysis of race 3 today.
Race 3.
I didn't play the early part of the card. I just watched, but I got to go back and do my homework. Kieran, what's your analysis of race 3?
Ben O'Neill.
Is that that was an O'Neill horse, right? With Aramillo?
Yeah, with we talked about it. Yeah, that was I think there was a couple of Baffords in there. Oh, he's probably asking about that was the one I thought I didn't like the number 2. I thought that was the Bafford where I thought the JJ one was the better one. And KK's horse went favorite again. Like, actually, I didn't notice that. KK is getting the play across the board right now.
I think he wants to know specifically about the 2, Blacksmith.
All right, I'm looking at it right now. Let's see.
I got to go back and watch the replays and do the real work. I wasn't that locked in on the early part of the card because I've been saving all my bankroll.
Oh, I just do small early pick 5 just because
I know, because you can't help yourself.
Well, because it's low takeout, but that's it. I mean,
that's true. You're right. The pick 5 is low takeout. Good point. Good point, Kieran.
But, I mean, I stopped doing the pick 4 because I'm doing the all turf now and the double.
No, I've allocated most of my. I mean, I pretty much just keep an eye on the early part of the card to see if there's anything that stands out to me from a value perspective. But I mean, my bankroll is dedicated. All turf, late pick 3, late double. 50%, high minimums. Best bets in racing. Absolute best bets in racing. So let's see.
I just looked at that race replay that he asked us to look at, and yikes.
No bueno.
Like, faded. It's the two Baffords, but I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what to make of that race. I mean, the two Baffords won the race after the finish line.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That, like I said, that's a race I got to go back and do when I do my work. I got to go back and look at the trips and the gallop out and all that stuff.
I mean, those are not. I just looked at it. I don't know what to make of that. The 2 and the 1, the two Baffords looked like they were absolutely done and were not going to do anything, and then they came late, but too late. I don't know.
Sounds like a horse you would bet on.
No.
Too little, too
I
late.
did bet on the one that came second, the other Bafford with JJ on it.
All right, Kieran, let's see what we're alive to, and then we'll start looking at Will Pays. Let me bring up my bets here. Yeah, I'm with you, Kieran. I needed the favorite to win the first leg to still be alive. So my pick threes are gone. Wah, wah. Let me check my all turf though. Hold on. My all turf. Who won the first leg? Can't even remember. Was it the 6?
Yeah, I think the 6 won the first leg.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The second leg
was Coco-san was the favorite. And then so I have a single 6 with 2, 4, 5, 9. So I'm alive in the all turf to the 927.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if you read my analysis on Hujima, what's it?
I did not have enough time. It was a quick dump this morning, so I didn't need to wipe. All right, let's see what you're getting paid on that, Frank. So what are you alive to?
Well, let's look at the Will Pays and the doubles first, and then we'll do the all turf. Because we got to go to a different screen for that. Or do you have it handy? If you have it handy.
I've got it right here. So what are you
okay. Yeah, so I'm alive to the 279 in the all turf.
258 for the 2, 743, and 181.
So 279. Wow, the 7's kind of a big dog. Is the 7 dead on the board here? Who's the 7? 10-1. That's the other O'Neill, Kieran. That's a good one.
That's the one we thought was the better one too.
Yeah, they're all lumped on the loving on the run. Okay, and how about a doubles? Because you have a double going too, don't you?
Yes. So let's see. We're going with the doubles here. Let me pull the will pay up here. All right, will pay on the double. What do you want? Which numbers?
I think I'm alive to 279 as well because I played Sabres.
2 is paying 146, 7's paying 192, and the 9 is paying $70.
And I have them twice. Okay, and then what do you got?
I've got, let me look here.
Once again, we're alive going into the last leg on Myriad Bets. Let's see if we can connect.
I just did $5, so I have the 5 into the 14579. So
well, you got a lot more coverage than I do.
I got 113, 193, $69, 192,
57?
$69.50 on the 5.
And what was the 7 and 9?
7's 192, 9 is $70. But I only spent on that cover bet. Let's see, what did I spend? $25. So worst case scenario, I get a hot dog and a free beer.
Well, we have 20 minutes, so I'm going to go through some comments, and then maybe we'll talk about some we'll look at the will pays and the sneaky money like we always do. Jeff, good luck to all. Pink Derby hat. Love that name. Ben Frankie's on the 5 with the 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Pink Derby hat's alive. Horse and final taking a little bit of love. Should be 9-1 or so first whack. That's the 6 horse. None of us have the 6 horse, do we?
Gypsy Woman, no. I mean, I looked at it. I took a long look at it, but I was like, eh. I mean, one of the things when Yakteen puts a horse in the claimer, stay away.
Yeah, he bought the horse for 50, tried running 3 times at 50. But I'll tell you right now, this horse does have excuses. 11 pole last time, down the hill the time before, and then the 11 post again. So that horse is sneaky. I think I know who this Pink Derby hat is too. You missed. I was wearing a double trouble shirt yesterday. If you are who I think you are, thank you for joining us. Jeff, good luck to all. Same to you, Jeff. Boom for Chris. Nice job.
I should go put my jacket.
Yeah, put your jacket on. Nice job, Chris. 2-1. Yeah, the horse was hammered and then got a little drift because Lola LaPlume took all the money. Okay, Scurvy Tooth is alive to the 1. That's Kieran's top pick.
I should have put this on earlier for good luck.
You better turn on the Jets. Congrats to All Alive. And I'm going to show one more post, and then I'm going to kick it over to Kieran because he's looking snazzy there. Froggy Mushroom's alive to the 1, 2, 5, 7, 9. All right. The only other horse I want to look at here is the 6, but I'm gonna let Kieran take the mic for a minute.
Well, we actually we got our first show sponsor, Frank. So we're in the big game. You know, we got a.
Hold on, let me hide this.
We got a suit company sponsoring us now. Hey, let me do their video now. JD Custom Suits here. I mean, fashion and horse racing go hand in hand. If you've ever seen me at the track on a big race day, you know I'm always sporting one suit or the other with my little sayings underneath. This one has, it's Friday, so this one says Slancha.
Wait, turn around again because I'm gonna kick myself out of the studio so people can see it. Hold it for like 5 seconds. Awesome.
So that's our Slancha shirt. But
where does somebody get those custom-made jackets?
Well, I'm gonna play the video.
We have an ad.
Jay, I do. But yes, that's our first. You got yourself Frank. Who bet Frank would mute himself?
I had to step away because I didn't feel like my wardrobe was worthy for the quality of clothing in that ad.
So
tell us a little bit about it because you don't happen to have the picture of Gwath handy, do you?
Let me see if I have it here. I've got their video. Yeah. So
Kieran, if you could find that, I would love for you to post it. So to tell us what's going on here.
So JD Customs, they've been making my suits. Once you buy one, you're addicted. But I mean, custom bespoke suits. Who needs
Joe Musgrave suits, right? I mean,
they make the suits for Musgrave,
professional athletes, and the professional gambler, the CGO.
We even have like there's a video here. They outfitted the entire.
Style never goes out of season.
You're muted. Kieran, you're muted. You're muted, buddy.
Our first sponsor of the show. So you actually might see Frank rocking a suit one of these days at the track. I know it's shocking. I mean, the odds are probably like 25-1.
I know. I would absolutely love one of those. I really would. But I'm going to make a bet with myself. I got to lose some weight and get back to my young trim days before I deserve a custom suit. But that is really awesome.
You go up and down, and you don't have to do anything. They're tailored to you.
I know, but I want them tailored to like the slim Frank, not the lump on a log Frank. But anyway, do you have that picture of him measuring Gwath?
I'm going to find it right now. Yes.
Yeah, if you could find that, that's amazing. Froggy Mushroom, all we need now is a bourbon sponsor. Hey, yes, Froggy, you get commission, man. Get it done. Let's go. We won't say no. I'm drinking here. I'll help you out right now. If you're gambling with the boys in the DTL Crew, Maker's Mark, a sophisticated bourbon for the savvy horse player. Seriously, we'll take sponsors. Hey, man, we're for
we're
sale.
always drinking something.
We're
I
for
mean,
sale.
today I'm drinking some Remy XO here. So, yeah. And we got Red Bull. If, Monster wants to sponsor us, we're all for it.
Jeff, you guys are killing me. Good to hear about the sponsor. Oh, yeah, Slim Frank. Well, yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen Slim Frank, Andrew. Watch out. Need 1-2 for a profit, 5-9 for money back here in the last. Okay, so the one, a bunch of people rode your one, Kieran, including me, who played that Saber double. What is this horse on the board? Let's see.
I mean, the key is if you look at the numbers, like the horse is all like rocket speed, and then, I'm done. And it's one of those things.
That was my concern.
But I mean, when I looked at it, Rispoli won on the horse last out, So can he? I mean, we're going longer this time, and it just won by a head last time. But I thought he was the one that finally cracked it on this horse, and maybe he was the one. Many times, I've been standing when you're standing next to the winner's circle and the jockeys. It's a great spot to hang out if you can, because the information you get just hearing the jockeys talk to the trainers and the owners. So for all we know, when Rispoli got off this horse last out, he probably said, go longer next time. I mean, I've seen him do it, when I've been there personally, say that. So
Kieran likes to listen to the gossip. When I go to the racetrack, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to hear anything. The one and only time I listened to Kieran Thornton was the first time I met him. He put me on a 40-1 shot named Steak and Eggs or Ham and Eggs.
Actually.
Horse never finished the race, was never seen or heard from him again. I said, I'm never listening to this guy. This guy's an idiot. And here we are. We're doing a show together. Two idiots doing a show together. What did your dad say about fools?
Yeah.
What's the fool expression your dad had?
Oh, never argue with a fool. People can't tell the difference.
Welcome to Double Trouble. Oh, my goodness. That is hysterical. We're having fun here. You guys make us laugh, too. Jeff says we should get a beer sponsor as well. Yeah, why not?
Well,
seriously, Froggy Mushroom, if you want to work it, we pay. Let's go.
So, Frank, looking at the betting here, I mean, we could do the trifecta thing, but it's not worked out too much.
Well, Kieran, before we do that, can we look at the pools and see if any hidden money in the pick 5, that kind of thing?
Right.
You know how we usually do that and find some sneaky
things? Let's look at pick 3.
47.
Pick 3, the 5 is the favorite at the 9 is the favorite at 273.
That's my single.
And then the 5 at 286, and the 1 at 447 is the third choice.
The pick 3 money is more reliable than the double money, but the 9 is co-favorite with the 5 and the double as well. So I like the betting action in the multis on my 9 there. What about the pick 4?
Pick 4,
we're
looking at 9 is favored at 273. Then
and then
the
1
is second choice at 3.
Wow, we're gonna have to do a 1-9 exacta box, Kieran.
And I was thinking I may end up doing a win bet too. We'll see. And then the 5 is third choice at 316. Then if we go to the pick 5,
to the pick 5.
We're looking at the 9 is again favored at 603. Second choice is the 5 at 669. Number 2, your other horse, is 1,099, and the 1 is 1115.
We're going to have to look at some tries with your 1 and my 9, or maybe the exacta. But before we do that, there's a pick 6 carryover. If the 3.
9.
What?
Oh, I think the pick 6 is paying $26,918 for the 2, 9, and 5. Is that a carryover then?
No, the carryovers are to the 3, the 4, the 6, the 7.
Oh, that's the consolation bets. Okay.
And the 9. And the 10. So it's only alive to the 9, the 5,
And the 2.
You know what though? That's funny though, Kieran. It looks like one ticket for the 26,000, except someone has the one. There are 2 tickets alive to the 1.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
one is sneaky, dude.
Yes, that is the sneaky money with Papa. So I mean that's
the sneaky. See, we always sniff out the one horse that has the sneaky money, and it happens to be Kieran's. So look at that. I'm not stubborn. I listened to Kieran. I came back with the Saber double. Probably not going to pay a heck of a lot, but you know, at least I'm alive to Kieran's 1. I would hate for that horse to win and not have it. What do you have to the 1, Kieran?
I have just $5 to the 1, but I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, you didn't get all of our combos. You were trying to get alive to the 1 with some in the pick 3. You didn't make it. I was trying to get alive to the 9. Didn't make it. That's why we came back and played those Saber doubles to try and at least get our money back if our horses win. And like you said, we might maybe play a win bet exacta try.
Well, here's the photo you were looking for, Frank. I finally found it. Here we go.
All right, hold on. Let me get back to the screen. Go ahead, do it.
All right, let me see.
I love this. I love this picture. It's so freaking. It's like a modern day Deanne Arbus photo, but in color.
Yep, that's Daniel. The D and JD custom suits. Yeah, that's him measuring one of the. This guy's going to be probably first round pick for the NBA.
It almost looks fake because he's such a massive man.
So
he's so massive. Look at this guy. And you had him out at the track last year. He was in the paddock. He was standing next to a jockey in the paddock last year. It was comical.
So we tried to get Ricky to come down. Ricky was waving down to him. We're like, "Hey, Ricky, come down and take a photo." He's like, "I'm not going near that. I don't want you guys clowning me."
Well, it's like the iconic photo. Who was it? I think it was Will Chamberlain and Shoemaker. Have you ever seen that one? That's a classic photo where they're standing next to each other. Before we do the tries, let's just see who's alive to what. RDW, very sharp guy. He's on your 1 too, Kieran. A lot of smart guys on the 1. I must be drunk. You switched sides. Or we did switch sides.
So the interesting thing about your 9, Frank, that we've not seen for a while, because I like to look at the the actual win pool money and whatnot. Your 9 has $9,000 for the win.
Okay.
There's $6,500 to place on the 9. It's usually not a whole lot of confidence, if you know what I mean. Like that, we usually don't see it that slanted. It's almost.
Well, I think you know why though. I think it's a competitive.
Maybe
race.
there's hedging. People are hedging themselves.
Well, yeah, it's a competitive race. That horse is, that horse could run the best race and still finish second. Because it's a competitive race. But what about your 1? What does your 1 look like?
1, we got $5,700 to win, $1,400 to place, and people are just going. You know what? I'm going to do a win bet on it.
Well, let's look at the 5 because the 5 is the 5-2 favorite.
5 is getting $11,000 to win and $3,900 for place.
Okay.
I will just say, of all the times we've done a show, Frank, I've never seen the place money this high on one of these horses. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, Karen. We still have 4 more minutes before that 2-minute cutoff. So why don't we look at that again?
Yeah, that's true.
After the 2-minute money comes in. But that is good information because right now the win and place, you're telling me the win money and the place money on the 9 are pretty close.
Yeah, we usually don't
to see a flood of win money come in and no place money. That would make me feel very confident, right?
Yeah, because usually like the 5 is a good example right now. The 5's got 12K and it's got 4K to place, like 2, 3, 4 to 1.
Yeah.
I don't like
people
seeing
are betting that horse to win. They're betting my horse to win place.
Yes, exactly. And I
they don't have as much confidence.
Yeah, usually I get it, but also I'm like, oh, why are they hedging? What do they know?
All right, here we're off track. Let's start looking. Exacta for the 1-9 paying 32 and 27. If that's for $1, that's terrific. So let's look at.
And 9 to the 1 is paying 28.
Well, Kieran, we have to play an exacta box with our 2 horses from the community pool. So you want to do that? What do you want to do? $10 exacta box? What do you want?
Let's do. Well, going back to the seminar days, Frank.
Yes.
We always say we have to do 3 horses, so I think we do 1, 7, 9. What do you think? $10 exacta box.
I don't like to do that. I don't like to.
All right, I'm going to do it myself then. Whatever.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. What do you want to do for $10?
$10. I mean, the worst one is we're getting 10 times $20 or whatever. Or
what is it? What is it? 179?
Yeah, 1 with 7 is paying 84. 7 1 88. 9 with 1 is 28. So we're looking at $280, probably the lowest one we get.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't mind it so much here. Typically, I would prefer. I know we say that in the seminar, and it's for a beginner, it's simple to execute and it gives them a better chance of hitting. But like if we were playing a contest or something, I would probably. Let me make sure I got this right though. 179. I would probably key my 9. I'd go 9 with 17, 17 with 9, and if it comes 17, then I was just wrong about my 9, and I would live with it. But for the purposes of this, I'm fine with that.
I mean, we can come back and go exact. So if we did 1 9 over 7, and what else would you like to add in there? 4, another price. Any other price?
What are you mapping out?
I'm just trying to do it. We're just going to key the 1 and 7 over a couple of price horses.
In the exacta or the try?
Let's just stick with the exactas. The tries have not been nice to us lately.
179. Well, Tam's Little Angel you mentioned, and I like the 2 a little bit too. 2 and the 4.
2 and the 4. All right. I mean, how much? $5.
Sure.
And that's a $40 bet.
So read it off to me so I can put it up again.
1 9 over 2 4 7.
One 9 is it talking about an exacta? 1 9 over 247 for $5?
Correct.
That's 30. And I think we have to come back and do 247 over 1 9.
I did 1 9 over 1 2 4 7 9. That's,
1 2 4 7. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you wanted to add the 2 in your other one.
Yeah. 4. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Okay.
And then you said you wanted to do.
Well, why don't we do it half? $2, just $2 as a saver.
Okay.
If our horses finish second, right? So $2 exacta.
2 4 7.
1 2 4 7 9. 4 7 9 over 1 9, right?
Correct.
Same thing. So that's 8 times 2 is 16, right?
So it's 2 4 7. What? 2 4 7.
It's 1 2 4 7 9 over 1 9.
Over 1 9. All right. For $2 is $16.
Yep, that's what I have. Okay.
All right.
So let me save that.
So this is what we talk about. Once you hit one nice bet doing the show, like I think another week will be empty, Frank. We'll have degenerated all our profits away.
We're giving all our sponsorship money away already. It comes in, it goes right to Santa Anita's pools.
Out the door.
We're paying them to do the show, it seems like.
We're boosting the pools.
You want to see the handle and the doubles there. So we're not going to play a trifecta, but I just want to mention something because Jeff, one of our regular watchers, chimed in yesterday about how much he enjoyed our discussion of the trifecta probable tool on ExpressBet, which isn't available on most other platforms. So
I've not seen
Jeff
it.
thought it was a great resource, and we do too. That's why we do it on the show.
I mean, we don't have enough time to do a degenerate one, do we?
Yeah, but we can. Well, I don't want to play a trifecta because I feel like we're leveraging the exacta, but we could do a quick exercise just to see.
What's the 1 over the 7 5? Just for curiosity. Or not,
Yeah,
no,
1
let's
with
actually do
7
yours.
with 5.
No, let's do yours because you want the 9 to win all your bets. So why don't we do 9 over 1 5 just to see?
Okay,
what
9 with 1 with 5 is paying $154 for $2.
70.
So, yeah, it's not worth it. I don't.
I think we get more leverage betting the way we did on the exacta.
But yeah, it is an amazing tool. If you are a trifecta player, it's an unbelievable resource. We're not big trifecta players. We like to do it on the show for fun in the last race, but we absolutely use it as a resource to see where the money's at. Sometimes you will see horses who aren't getting bet to win taking sneaky money in the trifecta.
It's the
So
only ExpressBet is the only one that uses it. And just to give you guys an idea, we talked about it a lot on the show. The Breeders' Cup made it go away. They killed it. Remember, Frank? They did not want.
They killed it for Del Mar, and we didn't have it for Del Mar.
They're up to have it.
Good luck, everybody. Ah, 2 days in a row. You're muted. 2 days in a row. Skunked in the nightcap. And my single, the 9, both days.
Well,
ran second.
I will say we were the only ones talking about this jockey. You know what I mean? We said he came out here for a reason. His agent knows where to place him. That's another guy what is that, 4 now today with him and O'Neill? Yikes. Edwin, sorry. You're kicked to the curb.
That's very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. We knew. I mean, we saw that horse was taking all the money in the doubles and the multis. We talked about it, Kieran. We could have used that horse. We saw it. We knew that horse was live going into this race before the race. The other race was even over, based on the double probables, and we both decided that we liked the other one better. 2 days in a row, my 9 single for stacks. Huge stacks. Not only did he run second, but remember yesterday we played the trifecta, and we needed the 9 to run second or third. He ran 4th.
Yeah.
Here we didn't use the 5, and our horses run 2, 3, 4. What a game this horse racing, huh? Yeah. What a game. Oh my goodness.
5 when the double was paying 69. Yay.
That's very frustrating. So Racing Downwind just sent a message that Shangri-Lama, the 9, took all the late money, took all the sophisticated money, and went off at 5-2. Oh, I knew that horse was like. Oh, let's look at the win. Can you check the win pool and see if the place
right now? So the win pool ended up at 31,000 and then 15 in the place. But get this, the 5 went off at 36 and 16 in the place. So
who had the better ratio?
5.
Okay, so there was more hedging in the place pool with the 9.
Yeah, but a lot of hedging came in on the 5 as well. Like they were hedging crazy. Well, so what we've learned is this jockey is absolutely one to watch right now. He's getting the live mounts, especially with O'Neill. Like he is.
Well, only with O'Neill. I don't think he's won with anybody else.
You know what's going to happen? Their phone's going to be ringing off the hook right now, which is usually what happens,
Oh man, that's a heck of a day. Good for him. I like when people come out here to support California racing and give it a go and have some success. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Now everybody in Florida is going to be talking about this guy. This is one of their guys, and they're talking about California racing. That's a good thing.
Like my dad used to always, he was like, "How is Gulfstream having 14 races with 12 horses in each race?" But now all of a sudden, when you look, they're having trouble filling their cards. And look at Aqueduct. I read somewhere today where next Thursday, Aqueduct has 7 races, Frank. like, why even have a card with 7 races? Like,
That's
just
crazy. Oh my God! And
everyone was like,
Naira was
California
the bomb
racing's
circuit.
dead.
It was number one.
They're like, California racing's dead, blah blah blah. And we're like, here we are, you know.
Congrats, Chris. Chocolate, you had it 3 times. You made money. Good for you. Congrats, Chris. How about our boy, Andrew Brown? Great show, boys. Thank you for always a pleasure to have you. Really appreciate all the hard work you do in this industry. You can find Andrew on X at I hope I'm getting this right, at the Brown Andrew, I think it is. Or I guess Off to the Races Media. So thank you so much, and good luck. You made money, small profit, but no one ever went broke making a profit. Okay, here we go. Those into Hong Kong racing. BC champion pro. Love Sean Borman. Oh, yeah. Wow.
How do we get those? I mean, I know we've asked this before. Is there actually a place we can go to get the U.S.-style PPs? Because I would love to. That's my one hang-up.
I don't know if Sean will sell them on a proprietary basis to a select few clients because he makes his own, and I guarantee you it is ridiculously hard work. Sean is a really, really smart guy. I'm actually working with Chris Larmy on his upcoming book based on his Bet with the Best podcast. He's Derby 1592 on X. Chris is super sharp. Sean Borman plays a very pivotal role in the book. He's interviewed extensively. Really, really smart guy. And Kieran, like, he's cut from the same cloth as us and the DTL crew because he's looking for an edge. Like, our edge, we feel, is in this environment.
These
high minimum, low takeout.
On the edge.
His edge is making his own speed figures and PPs for Hong Kong because that information isn't available. Like, you know, I watch Hong Kong. I enjoy watching it. I would love to gamble on it. But when I look at the information, the various sites, I don't even know what I'm seeing.
Who is it in the Eddie Logan suite that always gives us the winners at Hong Kong? You know, when they're on, like, I can't think of his name.
No one ever gave me a winner. Who do you know?
No, is it Florin who picks? I mean, he pulls them out of his hat. And we're like, how did you pick that horse? And we're
at Hong Kong? That's at like 2 a.m.
We've had. Well, maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else then.
Yeah, you must be thinking of somewhere else.
How do you find these horses?
Well, Florin is. I mean, he's brilliant. Florin is an unbelievable. Florin Seamus is a brilliant, excellent handicapper.
We got to do our parlay thing, Frank, just to prove yet again.
We will. Yeah. Andrew, if you tweet that out or tag me or something, I will absolutely blast that out because I like Sean a lot. Very, very well-respected player, and I would love to hear what he has to say. This sounds awesome. Keep up the great work. You and Andrew Evers really helping enlighten and educate the American public to Hong Kong racing. We got a long way to go because here I am. I'm ready to fire away, and I'm not doing it yet because I don't feel like I have the information. But it's as good as it gets with you and your team and what you guys are doing. So we appreciate you. So thanks for joining us and Racing Downwind, another big Hong Kong guy. Let's move on. Scurvy 2, thanks, CL. Until next time, you too. Thank you. Hey, Froggy, you better come back with some good news on Sunday. Sponsorship. All right, Kieran, let's do our routine. First of all, I want you to guess what the pools were today.
I'm saying the double got up for a Friday.
Sleepy Friday.
I'm going to say we got 140 because of that chalk going down in the first leg.
Okay, hold on. Let me go because my screen refreshed. So this is the double you're saying?
Yes.
There we go. Pools. Come on. Will pays 104. Not horrible. I mean, they were doing what, 60?
What did the pick 3 pay?
No, the pool I'm talking about.
Oh no, I'm saying what was the pick 3 pool?
142.
All right.
That's good.
Let's see what I can. We don't have a comparison for last year because we rained out Friday last year. We looked yesterday.
Well, we won't do that on the show. We can figure stuff out after, but I'm just looking at the pool. So 104,000 in the double, 142 in the pick 3, 200 in the 50-cent pick 4, 424 in the pick 5, and then 50,000 in the pick 6. So who won that last race again? The 5, yeah. So 26,000 to the pick 6 winner, whoever you are. Now, our favorite part of the show. Everybody complains about underlays and getting screwed. This is when we celebrate and say, "Ooh, whoever hit this got rewarded. Extra juice."
They got paid.
Extra juice to the good.
Yep.
All right, calculate a $5 win parlay with horses that paid. What do we got?
Let's see. We're looking. Oh wait, I was looking at Turfway Park because I've had a few degenerate. I already did a bet because I've got a friend.
That better not come from the community pool.
Okay, if I win, it doesn't. If we lose, it does. 980.
You're the guy who take the money. We'll go bridge jumping with our community money.
Frank's gonna be like, "How much do we have left in the pool?" I'm like, "Sorry, dude."
Actually, Frank, you owe me money. I blew it. Hey, I know who I'm in business with, man. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't know the outcome.
No.
All right, ChatGPT. Calculate a $5 win parlay with horses that paid. What do we got?
We got 980.
980.
680.
Yeah, these are short. Let's see. Hold on.
660. You actually are pretty short.
680. But they did beat odds on in that first leg in 660.
Yeah.
But that's light. That's like if this were like the traditional 50-cent pick 3, this would pay nothing.
Oh no, you'd be looking at $12.
Let's see. Actually, it's better than I expected. 274.
Actually, I thought it would have been lower, but it.
Well, that's what I mean. I thought it would have been lower too.
Yeah. So, and what it actually paid was 286. So that's the first time we've seen that. So that tells.
No, it's the double still paid more than the parlay. 274.
So 274. The parlay was 274, and we got paid 286. Yeah, that the takeout mattered, but that's
right. That's what I mean. We've seen a couple that have been close like this.
Yes,
but we've never seen one where it paid less.
Yeah, I don't think since we started doing this show in the summer, we've never seen one pay less at all.
Right.
Not even. I mean,
so that was the pick 3. This is the closest pick 3, and I think it was because what we said. It's like these are favorites that people are going to use, but like you don't really want to like go to war with. You know what I mean? Like it was that weird thing we said. Like if chalk. Well, second choice chalk. I mean, it still paid pretty good, but let's see with the double. I wonder if the double might be an underlay. Let's see, because we saw the money heading into the last race was all about the winner. $3 win parlay. Hold on, calculate. Win with horses. Okay, what? How much again? 680, 660?
680, 660, yes.
33.
Oh, that actually paid much better. It paid
60 something. You said
69.50. So that paid
double.
So that's why. I mean, that's why.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I did it for $3. Sorry.
Oh my God, where do we find this help?
Hey, two days in a row doing a show, talking to you. Breaking news. Frank needs a nap. $5 win parlay. Okay, 680 and 660. 56. Still paid more.
Paid more, like we said. More. The takeout.
It matters, Kieran.
Is a big deal, you know. Like people are like complaining about stuff. I'm like, they're giving us something. Come on.
You're right. It's the takeout. It absolutely matters. If this is 23% takeout, you're losing. I mean, I don't know. I'm exaggerating. I'd have to do the math, But you sure aren't making making a profit over the parlay. All right, Kieran. So I think we decided we'll check with Santa Anita because we have an official Santa Anita show coming up on Sunday. We thought it might be fun to hop on for the beginning of the all turf pick 3. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, let me look and see which race we're looking at so we can give them a time here. So we're looking at Sunday. Let's see. We've got 10 races on. Oh, that's right, because they're catching up. Race
10 races.
Oh, and we got a downhill with a chalk to start the pick 3 on Sunday, Frank.
The all turf or the late?
The late pick 3 with the second leg of the all turf is a Queen Maxima on the hill, but on the rail. So that might.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And looks
so
like
that means the 6th race is the start of the all turf.
Yes, 6th race at 2:30. So we'll probably jump on what?
What's post time for race 5?
Race 5 post time is 2. So maybe what, 2:10?
Yeah, we'll probably go on about 2:10. And what's last post? It might be long.
4:30. 2 hours.
That's about what we do. An hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay.
Well, anyone here playing Turfway today? I've seen the pays have been gigantic. Because I actually did a pick because I've got a friend who's got a horse racing, so I ended up kind of handicapping the card.
Kieran, save your money for tomorrow.
Money's already spent, Frank.
Oh, that's why he is the CGO, the Chief Gambling Officer.
There, you can take
the Chief Gambling Officer.
There's my picks that I did today.
Did you give these out to your private clients? I know you have a little group of people who's like, Kieran.
I sent them to Larry. I sent them to Larry. Don't tell him.
I know Larry loves piggybacking you, man. He's had good success doing it. Because he also does his own thing too.
Yeah, he adds in other horses, and I mean, we talk about it a lot of times. Like, there's a lot of people are really stubborn, and they're just like, I'm just doing this. But I mean, we do it on the show. I may not have looked at a horse where I tossed it, and you really like it, and then I'm going, yeah, I gotta adjust that. And he really dislikes a horse I like, and then I go, you know what? I had similar questions. I'm going to toss that one. I mean, you gotta handicap the handicapper and use all the information. There's so much information out there.
Look,
use it to your advantage.
We saw it today. I wanted to beat the one. I thought the one would get tired late, and that's what happened. But we talked about the race. You made a very good case for the horse. Other people in the chat were talking about the one. I said, okay, for an extra $20, I'm able to cover that horse. Didn't work out today, but you made a case for it, and I said, okay, I don't want to get beat by this horse, especially if he goes wire to wire. It's going to drive me nuts because I know how the turf course has been playing. There are other times where you make a case, and a compelling case for a horse, and I still go, Kieran, I'm not using your horse. I don't like the horse. I'm not using it.
Which is why
sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses. But I'm a grown blank man. I make my own decisions.
That's why we started doing the community tickets. And yes, John, Frank keeps switching the screens back and forth just to mess with you.
I kind of like that. I wish we could have like floating screens, like just like Pong. We could play Pong against each other. I'm showing my age. Do you even know what Pong is, Kieran?
Yes.
Okay.
I had when I look back, my first computer was a Sinclair Spectrum in Ireland, 14K memory. 14K. We have watches that have more memory.
A Sinclair Spectrum? Is that like the Commodore 64 that we had here?
Exactly, yes. That was like the similar type, yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
You essentially just had the Pong game, but then you could write like really basic code to make your own Pong game, yeah.
Did you write code at all?
No.
Okay. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you so much for joining us, DTL Crew. We will be back on the official Santa Anita feed. Our show crushed it yesterday. I mean, I'm going to brag a little bit. Yep. We knocked it out of the park, and a big part of that has to do with Santa Anita's platform. And we can't thank them enough.
And you guys coming in and proving that people want live gambling shows. I mean, let's gamble live.
Well, entertaining. There are some other live gambling shows out there that are, like watching paint dry. As you can see here, I'm going to close out with this note.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm kidding. I'm just like cutting a wrestling promo. A lot of smart people out there. Is there an admission fee for all this entertainment? You want to play my Oscar speech walk off?
Yeah. What was that, Frank? I can't hear you.
Blah, 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 blah. Is there an admission fee for all this entertainment? There will be soon. There will be soon.
Yes. I mean,
Thornton and Scatoni need to start getting paid. Let's go.
Well, and right now, all they got to do is like and subscribe and get those numbers up. I mean, we got so many viewers who do not like and subscribe. I mean, you can actually subscribe.
That's a good point.
Without saying you're a subscriber. It's all private. You can just say you can subscribe on the QT without it showing up.
And here's a perfect example, Karen, because yesterday we had double the viewers than our number of subscribers. We have 450 subscribers and we had like almost 1,000 views. So if you're watching out there and not subscribing, shame on you. We want that algorithm to pick us up on YouTube, blast it out to more people. The more people in this community, the more money we could make, just group thinking.
Yeah. It'll drive, we're all about, we drive the handles up, the pays go up with it. You scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of. I mean, the more that we gamble in racing, the purses go up, the pools go up, the pays go up. I mean, it's a circle. We need to keep growing.
And hey, Kieran, big shout out to your man. You want to play? Just what's the name of the company again? The suit company?
JD Custom Suits. I've got a picture here. We can end with it right here if I can find it.
Let's end with that. Thank you, JD, for supporting us. We appreciate you. Does stuff for local sports community, all that fun. You know But you know what? We can't pay the rent. Can't pay the rent with a suit. So let's go. We got to start making some money. Get that bourbon sponsorship. All right, Kieran, final words.
Well, we didn't hit the double, so Frank, what are we doing?
Going home in trouble. 2 days in a row, man. That's not.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we've had lots of chances as well. That's the annoying part. So I guess it's Sunday. Really is the get out day. Sunday show. We're going to hammer all
Get out, get up, get paid. Let's do it. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate your support.
We did it!
Unbelievable.